So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing off the play fake here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They'll throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They go play action on first. Connection made to Coleman. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Second and 6 coming up here. He'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind.
He has the touchdown! Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Setting up to try the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Desperados will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They give it to him again. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Pickup of 6, and now they've got 3rd and 7. Look into the air here. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it. one intended for the running back. And now a fourth down staring right at him. The Lions readying for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be third down and 1. Dropping back to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Hits him on the in route. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And they'll have first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's in. Touchdown! The Desperados take a 13-0 lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Desperados drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Brings in the kick at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And in the closing stretch of this season, right now he is poised to finish as the league leader in receiving yards. Throwing it to start this drive. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. New set of downs for him from the 46. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. First and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. Second and 6 coming up here. From midfield now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Play action on first down. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they get this down to the 28. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a two-score game early. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Back at beginning the second quarter, Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They are throwing it again. Hits his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now looking to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. From the red zone now. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They'll motion a tight end left. Throwing it again here. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions start to fight back with their first points of this game. That one right down the middle. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Desperados and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go now. Smash, smash.
He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up first down. Motioning the tight end now. To throw here on first down. Pass taken in by Marshall. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And they're going to have a first down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll give them a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He'll throw it yet again. Cut out left. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
He's got it over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal. Goal to go, it's a pass play. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time, and that makes it second and goal.
60 Bobcat.
He's dropping back to throw. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Looking for a throw here. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Desperados take a 13-point lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Desperados double their lead to 14. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now, you can see he's second in the league in touchdown receptions. They're out and set, first and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Got Williams, and it's complete. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Back to the line they go. It's second down. One of the tight ends motioning left. The give here on second. And they had that one contained right at the line. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from San Antonio. The Desperados looking for a bigger lead before the break. Third down from the gun. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Lions offense returning to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Desperados are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 now. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've got 1st down from the 31. Pass play now. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we are through to, and with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And as he approaches the 100 catch mark for the season, you can see that his pace has been among the best in the NFL so far. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They go play action here. one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So it's going to be 4th and short. Punting unit out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Takes it in at the 26. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. Man, it'll be their football. The Desperados headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They've got first down from the 31. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught by Marshall. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it'll give him a first down. Pass play coming here. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play, and it'll give him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's a throw. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and throw it here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Desperados push their lead further to start the half. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Cade.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Desperados make it a 24-point ball game. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Let's see what he can do on the return. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Back out runs their offense. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course, you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
On 1st down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They go play action on 1st. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 49-yard line.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Here's 2nd and 7. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that will set up 1st and goal. One of the tight ends motioning right. They'll try and punch it in. Is into the end zone. Touchdown! The Desperados lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Desperados continue piling onto this lead. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Lions have possession, but this game, pretty one-sided as we start the 4th. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. After that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. One of the tight ends in motion left. 1st down from the red zone. He's got a man left. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now give left side. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out, without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Has it down, pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
This offense making its way back out now. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. They'll run the counter. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Complete to Coleman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on first down. Blast through midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down after a short gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They motion Marshall over left. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Marshall there to bring it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Plowing up the middle. And he rips off 8 yards on the final play before our 2-minute warning. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that gives them the first.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so